Yeah. Clap it up. Thank you. Welcome to my podcast, my show, my shit, my whatever you want to call it. I am Keisha Gay. Appreciate it. This show came about. To me, man, I want to name this all kinds of shit, but I'm going to name this, what would you have done differently? I say, or, what the fuck was you thinking? This came about with a text message. I got a text message from my ex. Was it a text or a DM? I don't know what the fuck it was. It was one or the other. And this is my ex. Her name is Keisha. And that's legit. That's her name. And me and Keisha started dating at 20 years old. But she just texted me like a month ago about something. And we're following each other on Instagram. We're friends on Facebook. You know, some regular shit. And Keisha, she was like, you know, it's kind of hard watching you and your family, whatever, you know, that should have been me. And I hit her back. I was like, but it's hard work. And she was like, oh, don't throw it in my face. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's what I was thinking, but I didn't ask her that. And we just conversed a few times after that because I wanted to clarify what she was trying to say. You know, I'm stable. I'm in a stable situation. And Keisha sees it as a good thing. But she doesn't understand that with a relationship, it is a lot of hard work. And you have to be willing to put in that fucking work. It's not as easy as people act like it is. It isn't. It's one of the hardest things I've ever endured in my life is a long-term relationship. I've done a lot of things and I've endured a lot of things. This is the hardest because it's two personalities trying to mesh together and make it work. I've read several different places that it's hard for you to change who you are. Imagine trying to change another human being. They don't come with shit, everything that you like. I mean, day in and day out, 24/7, they don't come with shit that you like. So, what would I have done differently? It ain't about me. It's about Keisha. Keisha, what would you have done differently? Why are we not together? Well, let's explain this, how it started. And I put it all on my shoulders for the beginning part. We were 20 years old at the time, and Keisha was pregnant. No, it wasn't mine. Keisha was pregnant, and we met. We were talking on the phone. I don't remember how we met. I think it was the party line. I don't remember. Party line, I think. So we started talking on the phone, and Keisha was married, and her husband. When he comes, you know, I speak to her until he comes home. She's like, you know, he's about to come home, whatever. And she was upfront. I adore that. I love the fact that she just tells me shit in no regards. Just she wants me to know, and that's it. You deal with it, you don't do it. I'm like, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm 20, and I'm free. I'm frisky. I'm free. I'm 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? When you're 20, you don't give a fuck. You think you can overcome everything. So Keisha was 20. She eventually left him because that wasn't where she wanted to be, and the type of situation he was in. You know, he was into religion and everything like that, which is not a bad thing. That's actually stability for him, his religion. So she was 20, married, all that stuff, but that wasn't her personality. It didn't fit her none. So she eventually got out of that. I was with her for a little bit. So me and Keisha got together. Eventually, we were friends first, and then eventually we started really, you know, dealing with each other on a physical level. Now, the thing about this is I was wrong for dealing with somebody else's woman. That was totally wrong. It was totally wrong with me. I shouldn't have done it. It shouldn't have happened. That's not how it should have happened. And in return, after we started dating, Keisha eventually left me. She left me for a drug dealer. Now let me explain who Keisha is. Keisha is a light-skinned, light complexion, long black hair, mixed breeded with whatever she's mixed with, woman. She has black in her, but she was more than up. She should probably check the other, because her ass is other to me sometimes. And so she's bomb. At 20, bomb as fuck. You know what I'm saying? She's the type of female that, date drug dealers and rappers and shit like that. And at the time, I'm 20, I don't got no money. You know what I'm saying? I'm just free. I'm having fun. I just left my I just left high school. I'm in college. I'm just enjoying life. So no, I'm not trying to take care of nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in that, and I'm not on that level. And I was intending on being that level. That was not what I meant to do. I was just having a good time, and then we just start, really liking each other, and it happened. Boom. So she eventually left me. And we kept in touch throughout this whole time, many, many moons later, a decade plus later, and we still kept in touch. And for her to say that she's jealous and she know her walk of life, she was chasing the money. That's what she was about. She was about that dough. What would you have done different? Would you really would have stayed with me and fight it out and try to figure life out with me? Probably not. That wasn't the type of girl you are. At that time, that's not who you were. At that time, you was the type of female that, stripped a little bit, danced a little bit, do whatever you did for the dough. So it was all about the money. It was all about getting this dough and partying and shit like that. So I respect it, but you can't be jealous of my growth because we took different paths. You would have to ride through it with me. You would have to be a ride or die for you to be in a position that I'm in right now, because wasn't presented. It wasn't a gift box and somebody say, hey, Keisha, you can have this. Nah, it's some shit I have to fight for. So with that said, I was like, a lot of things happened. Karma did hit me relationship wise. I mean, for God's sake, I took somebody else's woman. Like, I engaged in something that I shouldn't have engaged in. But it was part of the things that I needed to go through to become who I am today, because I've never done it after that. After that, I've never, and something just popped in my head. Every time I say something just like, Keisha, what about this? Nah, motherfucker, that was not it. They weren't married. Anyways, I'm not explaining that. I'm not explaining that at all. It was a thought. It's a thought. Y'all ain't gonna hear it, period, point blank. But a lot of karma happened. You know what I'm saying? I try to tread lightly when it comes to other people's persons. That's not something I engage in. I try to stay far from that as possible. I don't like playing with nobody's girlfriend. I don't want nobody getting the wrong idea. I've been accused of that before. I don't get down. I don't get down. So, and it's not. Karma's not really pretty. It's not something. It's not a girl. Karma's not a person. She's not a woman. She's not a woman. It's just the act of push and shove. You do, it will be done. Period, point blank. But it was that was basically it. I was returning my karma, and I shouldn't have done it. But if it was meant for us to be together, she would have had to ride out, and it would have been a rough few years for her to ride with me, due to the fact that karma had to hit me, and I wasn't a baller at 20 years old. I wasn't seeking money like that. I was just trying to be stable. I was just trying to chill and have a good time and have enough money to go to the club. But what's for you is for you. Period, point blank. Me and her, we cool to this day. We good folks. She good peoples, and but we weren't meant. You know what I'm saying? We were really meant to be friends, and that's what we started out as, and I appreciate our friendship. But, that text message made me think about this, like, what would you have done different? Really, would you have ride out with me and be broke with me and then help me get to where I'm at right now? Would you have done that? Because if you look at it, from then to now, nobody actually ride out since then with me. I've had many different relationships, and all of them attribute to my success one way or another, whether good, bad, or indifferent. They did. So I'm out. Thank you for listening. Thank you for pressing play. Thank you for understanding where I'm coming from at times. I know I just be rambling, But I just be talking real shit because people go through some shit. You know, people are jealous of what you're going through. And I don't want nobody to be jealous of me. I just want you to be understanding that this wasn't your road to go down. It just wasn't. You left me. The fuck. Alright, peace. I'm out.
Be up to bossy, my standards are pampered by threesomes tomorrow. Kill them all, dead bodies in the hallway. Don't get involved, listen what the crystal ball say. Holla, Mary, hallelujah, holla back, I do ya. Peace. I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem.